Good evening. Welcome to Check That Post Podcast, a podcast about life, love, and relationships. I'm your host, Jen. And these are my co-hosts,
Christina, Marjorie,
Fiona,
and we have a guest.
Fiona, sorry. I was so ready. I got to say my name. Hello, you guys. I'm Fiona. I am Miss Jennifer's hairstylist.
Great for that day.
Yes, thank you.
She does such a wonderful job.
Yes, she does.
As you can see.
Yeah. Y'all better get with her.
And
She's
here's
on point.
her contact, how you can reach out to her via...
Yes. You can reach out to me on every platform, you guys. I'm on everything. So I am on Snapchat. It is Fifi Too Crazy. So that is FEEFEE, the number 2, crazy, CRAZY. And so you can find me on not Facebook, I apologize. Snapchat, Instagram is under Fifi Too Crazy. And then on Facebook is Tiona Croft. So TEONAACROFT.
All right.
Yes.
Well, welcome to Check That
Thank
Post.
you. Thank you guys for inviting me. I'm so excited.
We're excited to have you here.
Yes, happy to have you.
Thank you.
So we're going to check in. How was your day?
My day was pretty productive. I got a lot done. What a way to end the week. So, yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay. Marge?
My day was productive. Got off of work. Took care of some important errands. And now I'm here.
And I had a pretty regular day. Just glad to be here. But tonight's topic is about toxic relationships, fake friends, fake family, because you can have those too. So let's get into it.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my God, yes. I was telling her, you guys, I was like, this is the season of reveal. So
Yes.
everything has been revealed regardless if it's good or bad. So a lot of people can go, like, oh, reveal me something bad. I'm like, no, reveal me good things too. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on what you're going through. So
Exact perception of it.
Yes. So I was telling her at the salon when we have our conversations, it's private, but we'll let y'all in on a little one too. Just a little bit. But I was just letting her know that this year I have been, it's starting off a little shaky. I ended a 12-year friendship, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. That's worse than a breakup.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's so sad, and so I still feel some type of way because it is a grieving process, and I just want people to know that, you know, ending friendships in the spirit is just as worse as somebody leaving the earth. You get what I'm saying? So, and it's even harder to know that both of y'all are still here and it's not on the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So y'all on 2 different planets now. We got pushed into another planet. Depending on how the scenario, which I got going on, but I was just telling her this is the season that I've been so shocked about a lot of stuff that's been revealed. So yes.
So you want to get into a little bit of those things that's been revealed?
Ooh.
On the positive side.
On the positive side. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, let's get it. Because I was gonna go about to say, but yes, it has.
We gonna go.
Yes, it has. You're right, beautiful. Yes, it has. It's some beauty in everything.
Yes.
And so one thing that has been revealed to me is that, you have to keep trying. You have to keep stepping on people's neck. So if you really want something out of someone, out of life, you have to keep And I mean that in the most attacking way. Like, try to you don't want to be too aggressive depending on the person, but if it's something that you really want, I want y'all to go for it. So this year I was able to do a YouTuber. His name is Duke Dennis. He is out of Greenville, South Carolina. And he has a 4.4 million followers on here.
Wow.
So you guys, if y'all are Duke Dennis fans, tune in and follow us, my girls. But him and Casanet, I know a lot of people, kids watch them on YouTube. They do a lot of gaming. And I am officially his hairstylist, so I've been doing his hair since.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been doing his hair since February. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all.
I've been seeing his hair.
Yes. And so he gave me a shout out on Snapchat, and that was beautiful. So that was like 200 people.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so even though they were from all over, it was still like little old me, you know? So that was the blessing that came this year. So a reveal was that you can do anything and you can connect with anybody. You just have to ask, you guys. I asked like 3 times, maybe 4, but he was like, let me say your number because you just,
that's awesome.
you just on me.
Persistent. That's awesome.
But yes,
that was a great one.
That's a good one. Yeah, that was really great. And it was so crazy that I feel like it happened once I removed certain people. And once certain chapters closed, different doors open. So I don't want y'all to ever think that, like, if something ends, that you don't have a new beginning. It's all, every day is a new beginning. Yeah, every day is a new beginning. Yes.
When one door closed, another one's going to open right behind it. So don't never feel like you're stuck in a certain situation. You can always get out of it.
You can always get out.
Just how bad you want it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
I just told that to somebody today.
Yes. And so, and I think, let me think of what else. Oh yeah, the business is doing pretty good as far as like we can keep it on a money tip. It's like everything is making its way, but it's just showing me by me being in a salon now because I was in an open floor. And if you know what that means, you know, like back in the day, you can go in a salon and you can see everybody. Yeah. Everybody was sharing one floor. Yeah. But now they have suites, so a lot of people are separated. A lot of people are private, depending on their preference. But I think by me going from an open floor to a suite to now wanting to own my own, it's just a process. And I love how God order your steps. Whoever you believe in, He order your steps. Yes.
And you're going to get what you're going for.
That's right. Absolutely.
That same persistence that you had with Duke.
That's right. With my business. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Anything else you want me to go into the tea?
I mean, do you?
Okay then. So I'm thinking some other things have been revealed. Mental health. Yeah. It's beautiful, but it's a rocky road, y'all. So I started therapy. I started therapy at the beginning of the year. So yes, and it's a therapy school actually, you guys. So if you are looking and you want something affordable, you can look into Emerge. That's out of Spartanburg in Greenville County. They are students, but they are awesome. And Kelsey is my therapist, and she is wonderful. So I can recommend her for her future endeavors. You get what I'm saying? Not just for school, but for when she steps out. She's awesome, and I just want y'all to know that you have to heal the little person inside of you. And I just want everybody to know that, like, that might be on TikTok, everybody doing self-care day, but your mental is everything. A massage cannot stop your mental to a certain degree. Getting your nails done don't stop things from flowing. I need y'all to get down to the nitty-gritty. And that is digging some things out that grave.
Right.
Digging it out, digging it a little deeper. So you can goddamn get to the root. So we can start over, y'all, and you can be the best person you can be. So that's another thing that I did want to put out there. That is another positive. And so, but what got me into wanting to get into therapy is to realize that I didn't have as of a strong relationship when it came down to dating and my friendships. I gave up quick on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Capricorn. I love zodiac signs, so I believe sometimes I can be a little controlling. That'll I can be a little controlling, but it's from a good perspective because I care. But everybody, you can't care for everybody, you know, and everybody not gonna like the way you care for them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's another thing. It's okay. It's okay, and don't expect you in everybody.
Right.
Yes.
Out of everybody. Yeah.
Yes,
You're
out of
absolutely
everybody.
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're absolutely right,
Mhm.
because you know what might work for this person might not work for you. So
Absolutely.
we all different. You know, ain't no two people the same. So you know, you're gonna have to learn people, and then you know, sometimes you might go through a journey with somebody, and y'all might just realize like, hey, you know, like we tried this, but I don't even think this ain't even it. Like, you know, we cool. You know, ain't no beef or nothing like that, but I see you around.
I see
know,
you
like
around.
sometimes it just be like that, but sometimes it do be the beef. You know, on top of that as well, it be like I don't never want to see you again. If I see you, it's up. Like,
Yes.
and you know,
situations out there like
some
that.
people just be like that. You know,
Mhm.
which there's other routes to go, of course, and then you know, if you have had some therapy in your life, you know, then that shouldn't be, you know, one of the routes that you would take.
Yeah,
But
please
you know,
avoid
when you're going through it, you ain't thinking about all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You're going
Right.
off your emotions. You feel away, and you're gonna let it be known you feel away. So.
You're right, but
And
what,
sometimes it's good to get that off of you because
Yeah.
holding that in is
Yeah.
not good at all.
no,
But there's a way to do it.
right, absolutely.
So you can't be wilding out and just going buck
Absolutely.
wild and just,
Yeah.
hey, I got it on me and I'm gonna get it off whether you like it or
Right.
not.
I'm trying
Nah,
to
pull
Jumping
back,
on folks.
woosah,
Right.
calm down.
Mhm.
It might take a day or two, but you know,
But that's
just
what the therapist is there for.
Exactly.
To help
It
you
is.
with that.
And please
So-
take
calm
that there
down.
too.
Yeah, and then express yourself.
There you go, yeah.
Then they might be open to hearing.
And you'll be surprised in a day or two. You might not feel how you felt within that
Right,
moment. So
exactly.
please, that's why I told y'all to get help.
Yeah.
you will ruin so many relationships off of me. This is how I feel.
Right.
Sometimes it ain't how you feel, and that's coming from somebody that tell how she feel. It ain't about you
How
every time.
How you feel
Yeah.
might not be right.
It might not be
I mean,
right.
It might not be how it's supposed
Absolutely,
to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
you got to come to a realization, like, okay, like maybe I'm tripping. You know, like maybe I'm looking at this all wrong.
Yeah.
You got to see another perspective, another
Got to.
point of view.
Yes.
Definitely don't be making assumptions.
Please, because you'll make a act yourself.
Right. Every time. Every single time.
Every time. Marge, you got anything you wanna?
I agree with everything y'all saying. Yeah, y'all on point. I'm over here nodding away. Yep.
Yes. Oh, but let me get into y'all some tea right quick. Let's get it while it's hot, while it's on my brain. So I had a issue, and I just want to kind of like really, I want to talk to the ladies because I want y'all to understand, like, falling out over guys is so high school, so middle school, so never school. So don't do it. So please don't. I can understand in middle school and high school your mind is not as mature. Or even when you get into college or even adulthood, you're not as mature. But I just want y'all ladies to know, like, because I'm not perfect either and I've done my dirt, I don't want y'all to think that sleeping with somebody that's a mutual party of a friend or a cousin or anybody is cool, especially if you're not down to take the bones with you. You feel me? If you ain't ready to dig it, don't take it with you. You get what I'm saying? Don't be doing anything. Thank you. Because that's how it's going to be sounding when you digging that hole at night. You and them crickets trying to dig that hole. So if you're going to do dirt, you better know how to do it. But other than that, I want y'all to not fall out with each other because of guys. You get what I'm saying? And I fell out with my cousin, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't care if she's watching. I'm disappointed in both of us. So I just want to say that, you know, it's not fair when you let a guy separate, even if it's built on honesty, like we came together and she was like, I just want to let you know that I'm messing with him now. And I was just like, dang, like, that's not right. But like I told y'all, I'm not perfect. So I ain't got nothing to say. It ain't like I ain't did stuff. So I was like, you know, hey, I just don't like a person that make it seem like their rule in life is like, hey, you can't touch mine, but I can touch yours.
Right, yeah.
We can't do that. You get what I'm saying? So if you're going to lay boundaries or if you're going to lay any type of morals for anybody, you have to follow them yourself.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's from me talking. You gotta follow them. You get what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to understand that it's not fun and it's not a good feeling portraying people or getting portrayed. So regardless of whatever side of the seat you on, baby, you don't want to be on either one of them sides. I want y'all to experience it, but not that in that type of way with falling out with family. Yep. So yep.
So where did the fallout come into play? Because I know you said y'all had a conversation.
Yes.
But where did the fallout? You was taken aback, you know.
Yes.
Where the fallout come
Okay, so the fallout came when I just was like, I don't like that rule. Because you know your family, you know your cousin, you know your sister, so you know, if you're gonna call me, I'm not gonna hold you. If you're gonna call me and I'm the cousin, that's fun, right? You're gonna call me and you're gonna be like, hey, do you know this person? You know, some cousins check in to make sure, because it's in a small town and you might be a big person, you know. So she called me, she's like, hi, do you know this guy, or have you ever met him before? You know anything about him? But this time she didn't. And that's what made me feel some type of way. I said, because we don't have mutuals. Even like 2 summers ago, she called me. She was like, this person trying to talk to me. I was like, oh, I've talked to him before. But he didn't have no weight on him. You get what I'm saying? And I mean that as far as he didn't mean anything to me and I didn't mean anything to him. So there wasn't nothing to really fall out about. But when you get to having a relationship and other people don't know about it, you gotta let them know, like, hey, I done been to the houses, I done been everywhere they been, I done hung out with them for a year. She knew a little bit of that, but it's still the principle is that she knew that me and that person were, starting to talk. Now it's a crash. It's a crash between us two. So, and that's why the fell out, because I was like, dang, you can't. She was one of those people like, you can't. She's talking to my friend. She was protective over her guys, but I can't be protective over mine. Oh, okay. I just wanted to say I ain't like that. I didn't like it.
Do you think y'all ever come back from that?
I will come back from it if she's not with him. You get what I'm saying? If she's still not in a position where they're still messing around, or y'all want me to sit at the same table, it's awkward. You get what I'm saying? And people try to be like, I don't give a crap. I do. I'm human. I got feelings just like anybody else, and I get jealous, and I don't like certain stuff, and I don't care how old it is, how new it is. That's just me, and I don't think I would be comfortable, because me and him got pictures in our phone from school. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're cool. So, but all he had to tell is that, I've been had a crush on you since middle school. Take her on a date, and then y'all just, everything is so quick with this generation now that they don't never think about nothing. All I wanted from my cousin was her to call me and be like, boo, he's trying to talk to me. And I would have been like, dang, well, get him. You get what I'm saying? Like, go get him.
Or I don't.
Or don't. You get what I'm saying? But I know some people are going to do what they want to do regardless. So you get what I'm saying? So some people just be wanting the green light. I'm not even going to. If it depends on how green they are, they will want the green light. You get what I'm saying? Some people just be trying to scratch the surface to see how deep it get. You get what I'm saying? And so she was just trying to check that temperature. And I think that she already knew that she liked him. Because you got some girls that like a guy quick. They don't, So
I already like him.
Yeah, I already, and I'm gonna tell you this, didn't until till they got to do the grown folk. Then you seen what somebody was working with, and then it's like, oh, I like him. That's it. You said he was ugly. You said he was like a bow wow. I mean, all these little jokes. Now y'all having fun with each other, and so I was like, y'all can keep having fun. I'm gonna exit because it's awkward.
But what happened to girl code? Not just girl code, family code.
Family code or code or something.
Nothing. Boundary that you just don't go there.
Yep.
Like, what happened to that? Like, she can't. Did she even address that?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because that's why I told y'all you gotta make sure that you think about things before your actions. I text her how I felt, but I didn't want to hear nothing about how she felt. I'm never gonna lie to y'all. I did block her, but I went back and I unblocked her. I said, because I'm not gonna hold you just in case of emergency. I don't want nobody to be like, you can't get in, but on the other end, I was just like, I didn't want to hear what she had to say, because in that moment, it was like, don't come to me about loyalty when you already done crossed the threshold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, I feel bad because we're cousins. I was like, you didn't feel bad within that moment, so you can't come and feel bad after it's done. It was just a delivery of it. You know what I'm saying?
So you feeling betrayed from that situation? Did she? So you haven't really.
I ain't heard nothing. Heard from her.
Like
She
in your
ain't called.
therapy, are y'all like going over that?
No,
How to deal
well,
with that?
because you want to know what my therapist told me. She told me that I need to learn how to set boundaries. That was one of my problems a bit. About how I got in certain situations or having expectations. I never spoke up. I spoke up about certain stuff. Certain stuff I have. You like, no, don't do that. But it'd be deeply rooted stuff. I'd be like, dang, you just let them sit down and do that to you. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, one thing about it, you live and you learn.
You do. And I got a feeling deep down in my cousin's soul that's in here, I feel like we're going to run into each other and we're going to have to have that conversation. You get what I'm saying? But I don't want, it's no beef. It's nothing. Like your daughter was saying, it's no beef with nobody. I just had to wash my hands because I just knew that I'm sensitive. And one thing I want people to learn is themselves. Learn if you're sensitive. Learn if you're able to take certain things or you're not. Because if you don't know, you won't be able to set certain boundaries. You won't be able to participate in certain stuff. I'm not a person that will go and crack jokes with people. Because as soon as you crack something personal on me, I'm going to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So that's another process of me trying to become a better woman and to become a better person in general, is that learning how to not take everything so personal too.
Yeah. At the same time, you got to know your trigger points.
Boom, there you go.
That way you can stay away from that situation. If you go over there, you know what's going to happen, so you avoid that.
Absolutely.
Not that you're running, don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
don't get it twisted.
Wrong,
you
y'all.
ain't running, but you reserving your energy and your peace. You don't want to go over there to that negativity.
I love that. That's it.
So, yeah.
That's it.
I've experienced that before.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, do you think that you were trying to be like the bigger person by not setting that boundary with your cousin, like giving her the freedom to talk to whoever she want to talk to?
You want to know it? Yes, because I had a problem with being a cool cousin. You know what I'm saying? You always, that's why I told you, I said some things I do speak. I'm a very outspoken person, don't get me wrong. But it's certain stuff that'll mute you. You'll be so shocked. You'll be like, darn. You didn't say anything. And that's in life. I didn't have a lot of boundaries with nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it was so easy to cross over. Because, hey, you don't say nothing or like make it like that. So you're right, yeah.
So you sounds like you getting your voice now.
Yes.
So you can just say how you feel.
Yep.
Speak on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Family or no family.
That's right, boo. Family or no family.
So that's the way you gotta be.
Absolutely.
You don't gotta be nasty about it. You just express how you feel.
Absolutely.
I ain't like that.
I didn't.
You know what you did. I ain't
That's
like
right.
it.
That's
And
right.
if that means you gotta get away from that person for a time, then by all means, get away from
Yes,
it.
and being able to take it back, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. Being able to let somebody let you know that they don't like what you've done. Please be able to take certain criticism from certain people.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say everybody, because everybody don't. But if somebody been your friend for a little while and they be like, hey, you might make me the new friend guy. He be like, well, I notice every day you don't get up and you don't exercise like you told me you did. You know what I'm saying? Then if he holds you accountable, don't be offended, because maybe you're in a space mentally where you can't get up and go. But that might not be in something that you share with him. But don't be offended, y'all. Just work on trying to
Communicate.
There you go. Communicate and work on trying to be a little bit more, I ain't gonna say harder, but harder. Like, work on, just don't take everything personal, or you would never get but so far. And that's what I'm learning now, is that stop taking everything personal.
Don't take it personal. Well, Miss Margie, you got anything else you want to add? What
No.
else? You want to talk about any family toxicity? Or you good?
Oh, I'm good. I've become, well, it's not really just me. It's certain people in my family that I felt a little distance from. So I'm going to be working towards it's really work on my part, you know, reaching out more, making more of an effort to come around more. So I don't think that's really betrayal, but it's something to work on, you know. Sometimes you don't have to always leave it up to the next person to make the first move. Sometimes you can see what it's like to make the first move, and that's what I'm going to be working on. Because, like, I'm always expecting somebody to do a certain thing, like whether it's reach out more a certain way or I don't know, just be more present. So I'm just gonna make sure that I basically put out what I'm wanting to receive back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we can get to our Dear Jan letters. Okay, this one is from someone that lives in South Carolina. It say, Dear Jan, I have a stepsister that I think is messing around with one of the most recent exes. I saw a message come through to her phone while she was showing me something, and it clearly read his name. Yeah, she really had it saved as his last name, but of course denied that it was him. A few days later, we were riding down the road in her car, and a call came through from his contact, but she refused to answer. And whenever I'm in her presence, she won't answer. I also think she changed the contact because of my suspicions. I want to believe her, but my gut tells me it's him. Should I ask him for myself or just let what's done in the dark come to the light? Woo. What do you think?
From someone recently feeling some type of way about something, you better speak on that spirit because it's already coming to the light. It's already there. When you see certain stuff and certain warning things, it's up to you to either speak on them or you're gonna let it go. And if you let it go, that means you're actually telling the universe you don't care about it. So that's on you. But if it's going to ponder on you and it's going to bother you, like this situation has bothered me, and I'm not going to lie to you, for months, it's eating me up because I don't be really bothering nobody or trying to go behind too many people like that now, especially on a personal end, you know. So I just want you to understand that if you do find out that it is them and they are messing around, you got to be ready to take it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can't take the heat in the kitchen.
Right.
Oh my God!
Well, I, for one, I ain't finna let nothing come to the light. Because if I had that gut feeling, because you know, you're born with your intuition. And the problem is we don't like to listen to it. We just like to push it back or ignore it because we so into this person. But if your intuition is there for a reason, if it's telling you if something's wrong, you best investigate. That's my advice. But second of all, I ain't gonna let nothing come to light. I'm gonna ask some questions, and I'm gonna be my own detective. And baby, let me tell you, you don't want that. You don't want that smoke. I'm just saying. Okay, that's my opinion. Okay, Miss Margie, you got anything to add?
I really didn't catch that whole story, honestly. Sorry. I was replying to people.
Oh, would you like for me to repeat?
Yeah, repeat it.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Dear Jen, I have a stepsister that I think is messing around with one of my most recent exes. I saw a message come through on her phone while she was showing me something, and it clearly read his last name. Yes, she really had it saved under his last name, but of course denied it was him. A few days later, we were riding down the road in a car, and a call came through from his contact, but she refused to answer and will refuse to answer whenever I'm in her presence. I also think she changed the contact because of my suspicions. I want to believe her, but my gut tells me it's him. But listen, should I ask for myself or let what's done in the dark come to the light? So basically, she want to know should she ask the friend?
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Ask the guy. Should she ask the guy? Is he cheating on her?
So
Or
she
should
asked the
just
stepsister already, and the stepsister said no, but she don't believe it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with asking them.
No, I would definitely ask him. If she ain't giving you what you want to hear and you still getting suspicious, then if she done changed the contact and everything, but how you even know she changed the contact? But nevertheless, if you know that that's his contact, then you know. You ain't even no question about it. You already know what you need to know, right? And you can proceed from there.
Yes.
You know, whatever you want to do from there. But you know, asking him would definitely clarify if he's honest or not, because he might say no too.
Right.
You know, he might be lying about it as well. But either way it go, you know, you're done with him. So your issue is gonna be with your sister, you know, or stepsister, whatever you want to call her. But I would, you know, definitely, if I did find out for sure, fact check, you know, and you got those facts, and she is, you know, that's a conversation that need to be had, and she need to be open and honest and put everything out on the table instead of lying about it, because that ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse.
Okay. We have another one. Dear Jen, I often hear that you only have one mom or dad, and I assume that it goes for other family members as well. If you have a toxic family member, then at what point do you decide to cut ties without feeling guilty of not trying to reconcile any longer? Well, if they're toxic,
when your peace is your priority.
exactly, and you're gonna do whatever it takes to maintain your peace.
Right.
Like I know I do. I ain't with it.
Yeah.
So, you know, you do what's best for you.
Right. If it's that important to you, you know, then you'll cut ties. You know, when you feel like, you know, me, I'm short fused, but like you, once I get to a point, it's just like, okay, boom, it's just cut off. It's over with. I ain't even gonna say it ain't no coming back, but
It's almost ain't no coming back.
Yeah, she probably like me. You know, my tolerance level. You know, I'm a big believer. Don't waste my time, and I won't waste yours.
Right.
You don't want to, you know, do the right thing by me. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Like,
rise up.
come on now, I can do better for myself. Like, I don't have to have that negative energy. So keep that over there.
Right.
So, honey, you got to do what's best for you.
right.
Please.
That's the answer.
Whether they family or not, like that don't
Yes.
even matter, because your sanity should be more important than that.
Right. And 9 times out of 10, if it's family, I understand that you got that bond because it's blood, but all blood ain't good blood. So, you know, you got to do you.
Yeah, if you done sat down with that person, they can't understand why you feel the way you feel, and you know they ain't willing to compromise and, you know, work things out with you, then, you know, it's obvious what you need to do.
Yeah.
Please cut them off. I cut my sister off.
Wow.
Forever.
Wow.
I'm really big on it. Now, when I went to therapy and setting those boundaries, I didn't realize with us, we don't have no boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to your aunts, the older people, certain people, and you can't tell them, hi, this is how I feel, because most people are big dogs. They feel like, respect how you disrespecting your elder, you know, blase, blase. But this generation definitely has changed a lot of things. I don't care if it's their daughters or their granddaughters. Somebody is coming to let them know, like, hey, we're not doing that. Not in my household if they are grown or whatever the case may be. But I'm letting y'all know, I got 3 sisters. It's 5 of us. 3 of them I'm not talking to like that. Everybody I'm cool. I can say hey, but I'm not talking to these individuals because of me setting boundaries, and they keep. If you don't, every time, and if your sister or sibling or family member switch over quick and they start talking to you dirty, like you off the street. It's the respect is out the door. You don't feel like a sister no more, or you don't feel like a cousin. You don't feel like that favorite no more. Then that's when you know you gotta let it go. I promise. I promise. And when somebody show you that they don't mess with you, don't let them show you twice. That's relationships or family ships. It don't matter. You better let them know that they can't tell you twice. So my family think I'm cuckoo because I take my mental health serious, and I'd rather be away before I be in it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know you're a reactor. So it's important to know you. Like I'm going back to the drawing board. Learn self, so you can know, like you said, Miss J said, your triggers. Right. So when you go around certain family members, you know it's gonna be certain people in your family. Got that one loud aunt, drunk aunt that call. Hey, if she gonna be there, then you might not want to be there, unfortunately. Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know you can't, if you on edge, please stay away from people. Yeah. That so when you snap, because it's a snowball effect. When you snap, they're gonna look at you like, hey, she losing her mind.
They'll be like, well, that
then I'm bald too. That was like she bald
The first thing they say, where that came from? But it's been here all along.
It's been here all along.
Sometimes you don't know you have a trigger until you're triggered.
Absolutely.
So you got to consider that as well.
Please. Oh, yes.
All right, we got one more, Dear Jen. This was kind of long. Dear Jen, I apologize in advance for the long letter. I've been holding this for so long and the pain is almost unbearable. This topic touches me deeply. I once had a friend whom I told everything to, and she betrayed me with my husband. Girl. She was my confidant, or so I thought, but all the time she was hating on my relationship. I blame myself for trusting her, and I blame my ex-husband for falling for the okie doke. Sadly, we decided to go our separate ways because once that trust was broken, my heart wouldn't let me forgive. She left town to find another victim, I'm sure, but I asked him why he hurt me this way. He says it's because I let him. Oh, what kind of BS is that to say to your wife? I know. Who you betrayed. We were only married for 1 year. When I pressed him for clarity, he said he didn't want to hear. He didn't want her. He didn't want her, and it was just a thing, and I should get over it. I knew then it was no going back. I don't need closure. I'm just over it. The pain of betrayal still hurts, however, so I'm asking you, how can I move on? Sign, forgive, and forget. That's a lot to unpack.
I got my back still.
I'll let y'all respond right now.
Well, I hate that you had to go through that. Definitely have my heart there, because that's a hard one to deal with, I'm sure. I've never been in those shoes, but I'm sure that that's something hard to deal with. But at the end of the day, both of them made a choice, and you were not nowhere in their mind frame when they made that choice, so they shouldn't be nowhere in your mind frame anymore. I know it hurts, but life goes on. You're still alive. You still live to see another day. You'll find another, or you'll get another husband. Life goes on. Like, I know it hurts, but you'll get over it. As time goes by, your heart will heal, and somebody else will come in place and put it back together for you.
Indeed.
I definitely agree 100%.
That's my advice.
Marjorie?
I think that's a messed up situation to be in. It's really hard to trust people, because a lot of people just want everything. Seem like nobody's content with just what they have. So that's hard, and I would probably flip out on everybody if that was me.
Definitely. left, led, or right.
Mm-hmm. You got anything in
Yeah. People help you move on. Places help you move on. It all depends on what is your niche. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes things help you move on. So sometimes you have to keep yourself busy. And that's one thing I'm going to tell you about healing. If you do not keep yourself busy, but you got to also allow yourself to have a moment, but you got to keep yourself busy. And when you do have a moment, have it. But get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So if you in the gym, get in the gym. If you got a little hobby, crocheting, crochet, you gotta do something. And if you want to date again, get out there, because people will block your mind from other things. You might be excited about the next person you meet, and then, dang, I just realized I ain't thought about that person in a month. Oh, look at you winning. Yeah. So you just never know. But keep yourself busy and do things that are going to help you be a better person and meet better people. But do not put yourself in situations where you're going to meet another person like your husband.
Right.
So, learn from that and manifest what you want.
Right.
And be who you want to attract. That's what I keep hearing from people. Be who you want to attract, but also have confidence. So when you go into this next situation or your next friendship, you will not have the sorrows of what happened in the past. So please make sure you heal first, then go ahead and date, and people will help you ease your mind, I promise.
Right.
Yeah.
And seek therapy to help you get through that pain.
Yes.
Because once you've been betrayed, it is hard to get through that. But you can get through it.
Yeah.
Just, like she said, get in the gym, work that energy off. And don't give up on love. I say that all the time. I tried it and tried it and tried it again. Don't give up, I say it again, on love. Because this one person didn't work out, that don't mean the next one won't. So you just got to keep trying and trying again. And you'll get through it. Just put your best foot forward and just try it again. And you'll find that one that's for you. Obviously, he wasn't telling you to get over it.
Right.
Yeah.
I got something to get over.
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but that's what I was thinking. Help you get over it. Anywho, all positivity love. But this has been another good episode of Check That Post podcast. You can follow us on TikTok or Facebook at Check That Post, and on YouTube at Check That Post Pod. Hit the like and subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so you know every time we upload a new episode. Write a Dear Jen letter to checkthatpostpod@gmail.com or text 866-311-2251. And if you write in a Dear Jen letter, you can possibly, depending on how good your letter is, receive a free Check That Post t-shirt.
Yes, sir.
Let us know your size and what color.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.